Welcome back to a great day for this Thursday. Yes, it is a great day when Brian Duffy shows up and shares with us his cartoon of the week. And not only do you get a chance to see the cartoon for the first time on a great day, but he tells you the story behind it so you know a little bit more about your creation.
Exactly. Now, we're going to be discussing budgets, which is something I really don't know that much about because I'm not allowed to have the checkbook in my family.
Me too.
I think that I do have a debit card, but it's not allowed to be used very often.
Anyway, I'll tell you the number, right?
No, there's no number on
It's
it.
because of the bikes. It's always because of the bikes. You buy too many bikes, and then
You know, have you ever done this? This is an aside, but and I know a lot of friends who have done this. They've snag a new bike and they hide it someplace like in the basement or something. Invariably, it's found. What's that red bike doing down there? You already have two other ones. I don't know how that got there.
The rule is you should always be one bike short of a divorce.
How do you know that number?
Well, you got to feel it out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway, the discussion today, what I'm drawing my cartoon on is there was a monumental budget decision, tax decision, a bill that came up and was signed by Branstad back in 2013, largest tax cut in Iowa history. It has other effects on it, and people don't realize that services and taxes do go together. So with that, let's go to the cartoon.
Okay.
How has the largest tax cut in state history affected city budgets? Well, let's use the development of potholes as an illustration. Loss of revenue seeps into the cracks caused by the cuts. Periodic downturns in the economy cause larger cracks. And those cracks turn into potholes, and potholes eventually can turn into sinkholes.
Yeah.
Eventually.
So the big argument has been education, right?
Not always. No, it's not just education. And that's that's the focus right now in the legislature because the Republicans only want a 1.2% increase. The Democrats want a 4% increase. That's only one part of it. This tax cut has straitjacketed local governments tremendously, and in a 10-year period, say up to fiscal 2000 or 2014. These communities will probably lose about $741 million worth of money that the state would have given back to them. So they're losing money for everything from police to fire to schools to local streets, all of those things. They'll have to figure out how to get, how to be able to raise money. And there's a cap on what they can charge on taxes or increase taxes. So they're really straitjacketed for quite a while, and this thing is open-ended. There's no sunset law on it, meaning that it's going to end at some point, like 5 years or whatever. So this will continue until the legislature and the governor say, well, we're in a situation where we have to do something. And right now, the way that it's set up is the only thing that they will be able to do in the long term is to cut benefits, to cut services. The state will lose about $3 billion over that 10-year period. That's a lot of money to lose, and it's going to be difficult to recoup that in any way, shape, or form. What we're not thinking about is that economic downturns can happen at any time. Right now we have corn prices that are starting to drop. We have land prices that are starting to drop. So what happens? Then you're not getting the money into the state coffers. What happens then? It's going to be a situation where it's going to be difficult to be able to budget for a lot of these things.
Right.
And that's where we're probably going to be in about 3 or 4 years, if not less.
So what do you think will happen then? Right before he leaves office, then things will change?
He's been caught in office when things have changed. In the past, he's even been caught by having two separate sets of books. One balanced, one not balanced. So, and the state law requires that we do have a balanced budget. But it is going to be interesting. It's going to be difficult for them to be able to live with this, with this system set up, and to be able to have the services and the educational system that we in Iowa probably need, or definitely need.
Right.
All right, so the pothole is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
so to speak.
it ends up being a very large sinkhole,
There you go.
potentially.
Well done. Good job,
you.
my friend. It is 9:39. We'll be right back. You're watching